Welcome everyone. Today we are going to explore Raja Yoga, the royal path of meditation and inner awakening. The ancient sages tell us that the entire universe is made up of two basic elements. The first is Akasha, the subtle ether, the base of all matter, the root from which everything in the cosmos is formed. The second is prana, the infinite energy that moves and sustains all life. Whenever there is life, there is prana. The blowing of the wind, the shining of the sun, the beating of the heart, the movement of the breath, even the power of your thoughts, all are different expressions of prana. When prana flows, we live. When prana leaves, life ends. Prana is not only in the body but also in the mind. Every thought is a vibration of prana. The mind sends out waves of this energy. These waves can influence people, objects, and events around us. That is why prayers, chanting, affirmations, or meditation have deep powers. They are directed movements of prana. The yogis discovered that prana can be controlled. That control is the very basis of spiritual awakening. Through discipline, breath regulation, and meditation, prana can be guided inward, purified, and made to rise higher. This leads to greater vitality, clarity of mind, and ultimately union with the divine. There is also a very special form of prana known as Kundalini. The scriptures describe it as coil, a serpent sleeping at the base of the spine. In most people, this energy remains dormant. But when awakened through practice, devotion, and self discipline, it rises upward through the chakras. As Kundalini rises, it awakens higher states of consciousness. It reveals hidden powers of the mind and soul. This awakening requires purity, patience, humility, and the guidance of a teacher. But once it awakens fully, the yogi experiences divine wisdom, freedom, and bliss. Man is much more than just a body and mind. Deep within, he is connected to the infinite spirit. The true goal of Raja Yoga is to realize this connection, to experience that the self within is one with God, the self of all. This realization is not just an idea, it is a living experience of unity, peace, and freedom. It comes through meditation or dhyana when the restless mind becomes calm and one pointed. In this state, the soul shines in its own light. Beyond dhyana lies samadhi, the crown of Raja Yoga. Here, the small ego disappears, only the vast ocean of spirit remains. In Samadhi, the yogi experiences the highest joy. He experiences liberation and immortality. This is the supreme goal of life. Ancient texts describe two main approaches within Raja Yoga. One is Abhava Yoga, where the self is meditated upon as empty, as zero, beyond qualities. The other is Maha Yoga, where the self is realized as full of bliss, pure, and one with God. Both lead to the same truth, that the whole universe is nothing but God Himself. The yogis give us clear steps, the rungs of a ladder. There are the 8 limbs of Raja Yoga: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. The first two, Yama and Niyama, are about inner and outer discipline. Yama means moral self-control, non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, chastity, and non-possessiveness. These purify the mind and make it steady. Without them, higher practices cannot bear fruit. Niyama means personal observances, cleanliness, containment, study of scriptures, austerity, and devotion to God. These build strength and balance. Together, Yama and Niyama form the foundation of yoga. Then comes asana, steady posture, which keeps the body stern. After that is pranayama, the regulation of breath and prana. Through pranayama, the vital energy is controlled and directed inward. Next is pratyahara, the withdrawal of the senses from the outer world. This turns them inward to the self. Then comes dharana, concentration, holding the mind on one point. When this focus is maintained for a longer period, it becomes dhyana, meditation. And when even the object of meditation disappears, only pure awareness remains. This is samadhi, the final stage of Raja Yoga. In Samadhi, the yogi realizes the oneness with the infinite. This is the final liberation. The scriptures also teach us that practice must be steady, pure, and done in the right place and time. Yoga should not be practiced where there is noise, filth, or disturbance. A clean, quiet, and sacred space is must. The body should be calm and healthy. The mind should be uplifted. Before practice, the yogi should bow to God, to the ancient masters, and to the teachers. Only then does he begin. In meditation, different images may be used to concentrate the mind. A lotus of light at the top of the head, a flame burning in the heart, or the sacred sound Om vibrating within. Each symbol helps the mind rise above restlessness. Each one leads it inward to peace. The yogis also tell us that success does not come in a day. Patience and perseverance are the keys. Through steady effort, the sin is destroyed, knowledge shines, and nirvana is reached. So, dear friends, Raja Yoga is not about only techniques, it is about purity, devotion, and perseverance. It is about living with truth, non-violence, containment, and love. It is about disciplining the body, controlling the breath, calming the senses, focusing the mind, and finally going beyond the mind into the infinite spirit. This path transforms life, it burns away ignorance, it purifies knowledge, it brings liberation and bliss. He who walks this path with faith and perseverance becomes a true yogi, a beloved of God.